Hey friends, thanks for stopping back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name is Mindii, and here on my channel I do Sims videos. So if you enjoy that sort of content, please be sure to check out some of my other videos. Give them a great big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and as always, leave a comment in the comment section down below because I value your opinion. Hi, I hope you guys are all doing well. Today's video is an apartment furnish using the new Blooming Room kits, which I'm super excited about. I am in love with this kit, and I have to say the only thing that I don't like about it is there is not more. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with all the plants, and I have used them in all of my builds, and I need to calm down. It's getting a little ridiculous. I just wish that we had more. I want so many more plants. So many more. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. Today we are here in Evergreen Harbor, and this is the world that came with Eco Lifestyle. If you guys are not familiar with Evergreen Harbor, there are actually well, you can do this in any world, but you can have neighborhood action plans, and part of the neighborhood action plans are modern development. And so when you first move into this world in this apartment, this is not the apartment that, well, it's the same apartment, but it looks a lot different. Basically, I used a cheat to enact the Modern Development Neighborhood Action Plan, and what that does is it upgrades all of the buildings and houses in the neighborhood to more modern buildings. So I used that cheat, upgraded to a more modern apartment, and I love being able to do this. This is the first time I have ever renovated this apartment in its like modern state. And I have to say, I did use the tool mod on the windows. So like that window there in the kitchen, I replaced it. And then there's also a window in the study of this house that I just put a whole new window in because there wasn't one in there using the tool mod. The tool mod is a tool by Twisted Mexi, and it basically allows you to move objects off of lots, and you can resize objects, and you can do anything with the tool mod. I totally recommend it. I will make sure that I put a link to it in the description down below, but it's an amazing, amazing mod. It's a must-have if you are a builder, and yeah, I'm just in love with it. So yeah, I will put all that information in the description box down below. So yeah, I used it a lot throughout this build, and I believe everything should be the same. If you download this from the gallery, which it's up on the gallery now, if you download it from the gallery, I think the windows that I placed will be there. I did place a few things out on the balcony because for some reason they made that balcony unusable. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that, but I did place a few things out on the balcony. I don't think when you guys download it, I don't think you'll get those items, which kind of sucks. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure how that works. I also don't know if when you download it, if the window that I put in there will be there too. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever downloaded an apartment where people have changed out the windows? Does the windows come with the apartment? I'm gonna have to check it out because I've never done it. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to add, I wanted to do a different floor plan with this apartment because it seems like sometimes floor plans run really stale, especially when you can't change out windows and windows are locked in a certain place because you don't want to put a bedroom in an area where there's just no windows outside, right? That'd be really dark and gloomy. And I wanted to be able to put a window in the study area, and I'm so glad I did because it just added so much to the room, so much light, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I also want to apologize. I'm totally out of breath. I am overcoming, I had COVID and then I've got COVID pneumonia now, so I am overcoming that. My whole family, like my son, my daughter, and my husband, we all ended up with COVID, and we've been just isolated and at home doing nothing, just overcoming everything. Tomorrow, we can't celebrate with family, which is fine. We don't want to be around a lot of family, anyway, because we don't want to take the chance of getting sick or getting anybody else sick. And it just, it kind of stinks because, I don't know, I can't taste anything. So no pumpkin pie for me. But I have to say, I am so thankful and so blessed that my family and we are on the upswing of things. We're hopefully getting better. Still out of breath. I still, like I said, can't taste or smell. And I am still kind of overcoming everything. I also ended up getting the COVID virus in my eye. So my eye is really red and swollen and juicing is what I keep saying. So not a pretty picture, but we've been a little bit miserable over here. I'm just happy that I've been able to get a few videos out, feeling well enough to like sit long enough at the computer to, you know, like build a house or do an apartment or something. And it usually takes me a while because then I'll sit for a little bit and then I go sit down. So I am out of breath when I talk a lot. So I apologize about that. Just bear with me. I'm not sure how well this voiceover is going to go. Considering this is like the 20th time I've tried to do this, probably not very well, but just hang with me. We'll get through it. Anyways, you guys did not see me place the kitchen or do the floor plan. For some reason, that video was corrupt. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. So you guys kind of see me kind of in the middle of everything's already placed. I've got my kitchen, I've got the living room. As you can see, I've got a bedroom, and then in between the two bedrooms is a little room, which is the laundry room, and that leads into the bathroom, and then on the other side is the study. So you guys can kind of see the layout right here really well. Yeah, it's a open floor plan, which I really enjoy, especially in these apartments being so big. They've got so many windows in them. And here I am just kind of adding a little extra to the living room. I wanted to add as many plants as possible to this room. I don't really have a backstory for the sim that lives here. The sim that lives here is a woman. She's a young adult. She's got a cat. I don't really have a story for her, which is weird because I love coming up with storylines for my Sims, and for some reason I just didn't come up with one for her. So yeah, you guys can pretty much you can always do whatever you want, obviously, in the houses that you download that I make. This just kind of, you know, I like to give storylines because I tend to like create bedrooms and rooms based on the personality of my Sims. So yeah, but anyways, over here, I used a shelf from the Country Kitchen Kit and a shelf from the Cottage Living expansion pack, and I merged them together and created this new little shelf, and I love it. I think it's so cute. It's got the little sunflowers on it, and it's got a little, what is that thing called? A watering can, because, you know, with all of the flowers in here, you definitely need a watering can. I originally created, using the modular furniture, this huge like floor cabinet thing for the entrance, and I decided to make it a little bit smaller. It just didn't quite look right sitting right there in the open. I also end up using the tool mod to move some furniture outside, like I mentioned in the beginning, move some furniture outside of the apartment. I don't think, if you download this, I don't believe that this furniture is going to be there, which kind of sucks. And for some reason, I just didn't think about that when I was doing this, when I was moving the furniture out here, which I cut some of it out so you guys didn't have to see it, because the tool mod, if you guys download the tool mod, or if you're familiar with the tool mod, there's definitely a learning curve to it. And I say that a lot, and there is. And Twisted Mexi the creator has actually made different tutorial videos, which are very like in-depth, and I just recently downloaded Better Build By, and I still need to watch his tutorial video because I don't know how to do tool mod in build mode. So there's just a learning curve to it. So yeah, I'm sorry if you guys download this and you don't get the furniture outside. That's really gonna suck. I didn't think about that when I was doing it, but oh well. In here is the study, and I love this. I love this study. I put so many plants in here. I actually right now just start pulling a whole bunch of stuff out. I tend to do that. If you guys have watched my channel a lot, you know that I do this. I pull a whole bunch of things out, and then I just go through and determine where I want things to go and what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. This is the window, by the way, that I placed in here using the tool mod. So as you can see, you couldn't even tell that it was not there to begin with. It just looks really good with the apartment building. So yeah, I really love the tool mod. It's an amazing mod. I don't use mods a lot, but the tool mod and MC Command Center are like the ones that I have to have all the time. Anyways, so what I like to do, I kind of started saying this, like whenever I'm furnishing a kitchen or something, I like to pull out all potential decorative items. So basically anything that will go in a kitchen, like I'll pull it out, or for instance, anything that'll go on a desk or anything that I want to go in the study, I'll pull it out. And then I kind of take inventory of things and I'm like, okay, I want this, I don't want this, or let's put this here and this here. And I don't know, I recommend doing that, especially if you're kind of like unsure about how you want things to be decorated, or maybe you don't know exactly like what kind of vibe you're going for. I really recommend just kind of pulling everything out and then looking at it. I do that all the time, and it always ends up looking like a mess at first, but it always comes together. I'm a very visual person, so to be able to just see everything and in its potential spot just helps me a lot. So I know a lot of people that are like that. Just a little bit of a hint or a tip, trick, something to help you if you guys kind of struggle with clutter, because I know sometimes it can be like really overwhelming, especially if you're a creator and you kind of like push yourself to do things and you're like stuck in a rut and you want to do something different. So yeah. Anyways, here on the bookshelf, I clutter up almost every single shelf on these two bookshelves. Like, it's ridiculous. I, as you can see, cut some of it out and transitioned over, but look how much clutter I put on that. I absolutely love it. I love clutter so much, and I put so many plants on it. I'm just in love with this apartment in general. Like, I want to play in this apartment. I haven't played in it yet, but yeah, I really want to play in this apartment. I don't always play in everything that I build. I do obviously do a little bit of play testing just to make sure that everything in the apartment works before I upload it to the gallery. And sometimes if I end up really, really loving an apartment, I just kind of get lost and I'll end up like starting a whole entire like storyline and not even thinking about it. But yeah, so I used this little chair here. This is from Tiny Living, and I love it in this blue color because it went so well with the other muted colors. Throughout this apartment, I use really like, I don't quite want to say pastel. I think the green colors that I use are a little bit pastel, but I think they're just very soft and muted colors. I wouldn't call them pastel, but I do end up using like a muted green color along with like some white bricks. Also, I'm in love with that little puppy plant holder that I pulled out. My favorite swatch is the piggy swatch. It is so adorable. I'm, again, obsessed with it. But yeah, I use a lot of like muted colors in here, like the pinks and the greens and the blues and white, of course. And I like to pair it with the white brick that we have in game, which you guys will see when I create the bathroom here in a minute. But I just feel like it looks so good. Speaking of the bathroom, we are on to the bathroom now. And this bathroom, oh my goodness, you guys, is probably my favorite. This, like the bathroom and laundry room, probably my favorite. I don't want to say like my favorite ever, but definitely it is up there. These are some of my favorite bathrooms and laundry rooms I've ever created. I just think that in the end, it turns out so good. I use so many plants. I don't want to sound like I'm being conceited or like tooting my own horn, but toot toot, because like I'm in love with it, you guys. Like, I uploaded, these are the first rooms that I uploaded because I just love them and I just wanted to share them. So this is a muted green. Like I said, I wouldn't really call it like a pastel color. I wanted to use kind of earthy tones, but not the dark earthy tones. So like, I feel like sometimes you can use earthy tones where it can be really dark. So I'm thinking like browns and like tans and greens. Sorry if I'm losing my voice, by the way. I can't remember if I already told you in this. I've recorded this so many times I can't remember. I'm overcoming COVID, so my voice is probably going to go in and out throughout this voiceover, so I apologize. And I can't, like I said, I recorded this so many times, or tried to record this so many times, that I don't remember what and all I've talked about. Anyways, I wanted to go with more like light earthy tones, and I feel like the green worked really well along with the honeycomb tile on the floor. It just feels very natural, and I am just in love with it. There's the white brick that I love to like pair these colors up with. And I was originally going to change this modular shelving here to like a white color, but I liked the tan wood. I just felt like, again, it has more of that earthy tone to it, and it just looks so good. I think with the green and the flowers and the pots everywhere, it's just, listen, I'm obsessed with this bathroom. I'm obsessed with it. I just think it looks so good. Also, can we talk about how we got more swatches for those towels? Because those towels used to have like 4 swatches, and they were like white, bright yellow, bright blue, and bright green. Like, they didn't go with anything. So I'm so glad that they gave us more swatches. Over here, I am just putting some hand soap and some toothbrushes and some, what is that? Suntan oil on the bathtub, the sink. I can't think straight. And I really wanted to use this like flower stand. I put this flower stand in the bathroom because I knew that I wanted to use it and I couldn't find a place for it, and I end up crunching the toilet over here with these modular shelving just so I could use this flower plant. But I did play test it, and your sim can still get to the toilet, so everything works just fine. But I love the swatches on these plants. The different colors of the leaves make it look realistic, and the textures on it, like chef's kiss. The Sims team did amazing. Like, I think the leaves look realistic, and yeah, everything just looks really good. Then I kind of played around with these like trees, and I think they're super cute, and I love them, and I do end up keeping them, but I size one down, and I end up putting these colorful pictures from Tiny Living, I believe is where those came from. Yeah, Tiny Living. Those little colorful flowers, because I thought that they just looked really good in here. And I hang up some fairy lights because, again, it just, I don't know, it looks so like it has like a magical kind of feel to it. It's like, you know, like a foresty kind, I don't know. I'm talking about this bathroom way too much, but I'm in love with it. And then I add some green hand towels over here, which I feel like look really good against the white and just kind of like ties everything together. I also added in those little like bird pictures, which have a little bit of tan in it, which I feel like kind of bring in the tan colors from like the wood and the doors. So yeah, moving on to the laundry room here, I use this new shelf that we got in the Blooming Room kits, which I really love too. I love the shelf. It's very like, I don't know, it just would look so good in a utility room, which is exactly what this is. So yeah, I kind of make this like a utility slash laundry room, and I do actually cut some of me cluttering it up, as you can see right here, because it does get to be a lot. But there's those towels again and those green swatches, and it just looks so good. I do also change the painting in here to be green and brick, just like I did in the bathroom. And of course, I put some plants on top here. And then in the very end, I add some more of those modular shelves around the top part of this room above the washer and dryer. I feel like it just made it look a little bit more realistic, and yeah, I just really like it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the laundry room. Like I said, these were the first rooms that I uploaded because I was just in love with it. I put this little like laundry detergent here. On the other side, I made sure that there was a vacuum cleaner. There's also the broom, which you can't actually use as just decoration, but the vacuum cleaner is there. I put the kitty box in here because I almost forgot about it at first. I put the kitty box in here, and then I also put a bulletin board. Like maybe she comes in here to like write some things down, or I'm not quite sure, but I just thought it looked really cute. And then I use a little Apple Watch in here. Like I said, I don't have a backstory for this sim, but I think maybe the sim works at home. Maybe she's like an at-home teacher. I'm not sure. Maybe she's like a botanist. I'm not sure. I don't really have an idea for her, which again is kind of weird because I normally come up with backstories for all of my Sims. But as you can see, the kitty box is in here, and it's just like a little utility room. I stuck the thermostat in here as well, so your Sim can change the temperature. And of course, I hung a flower up here, or not a flower, but like just plants hanging from the ceiling. I use that honeycomb floor again because it just ties everything together. I'm in love with it. I know I keep talking about how much I'm in love with it, but I really love this whole apartment. Like the bedroom here that I'm working on, it took me a while to kind of get down like exactly what I was going to do, but I think this might be one of my favorite apartments that I've ever done. The bedroom looks so good in the end. I used almost everything from the Bloomin' Room kits, except for this table right here that I just pulled out, and I think the end tables. I don't think I end up using those just because they didn't really fit with the apartment. If I were to make like a flower shop or something, I think I would probably use them, but other than that, those tables and end tables didn't really fit. But everything else I used, and I'm just in love with it. I tried to like downsize this dresser to like put in this dresser, and I think that I can probably still do it, but I didn't realize that it was telling me that I couldn't go negative. So like again, there's a learning curve with the tool mod, and sometimes you just have to play around with it to learn. Sometimes that's the best thing to do, and I just couldn't figure it out at that point, but I did end up figuring it out later on when I was doing another house, and I like felt so dumb because I was like, how did I miss that? Like, I don't know, sometimes I worry about myself. But yeah, so anyways, I was trying to figure out like what I wanted around the bed, like how I was going to incorporate the plants into this bedroom. I love that bed, which came with, where did that bed come from? Did it come from Eco Lifestyle? I can't remember, but did it come with Nifty Knitting? I don't remember. But anyways, I'm in love with that bed, and I ended up putting some of the modular furniture around because, again, ever since we got the interior decorator or interior design stuff, I don't remember the names of anything now anymore, but ever since we got it, I am like obsessed with like using that furniture all the time. So I end up creating like this modular, like these built-in pieces around the bed, and I think it just looks really good. And then we have a glass shelf that we got in an update recently. And originally the glass shelf had like protein powders and like lotions or something on it. You guys might know what I'm talking about. And the Sims team gave us that shelf without all of that stuff on it because you couldn't take the stuff off. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't make sense. But anyways, it's a glass shelf, and I end up putting it in here and putting some plants on here, and it just turned out so good. I'm super happy with it. I also end up using like a very muted pink, not pastel pink, not like a rose colored pink. I would say maybe not quite, maybe like a salmon pink, but it looks so good in here when it's done. And I think I end up using like a flowered wallpaper. I don't remember. It's been a minute, but also I apologize again about my voice because I'm like losing it like the longer I talk. There's that shelf that I was talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about now? It came with the spa day stuff that we got. The original one that we have, sorry if you heard my dog. The original one that we have has like protein stuff on it, and this one, like, they decided to just give us the empty shelf, so I ended up putting like flowers on it. It looks so good. Also, I love these little lights, these little like fairy lights in a jar that we got with Cottage Living, I believe. I'm in love with them. I use them all the time. I went for like light colors, and I just love the like muted pink with the like muted wood tones. It just looked really good. I also wanted to use that shelf, and I realized that I couldn't use it in the bedroom, and so I think I end up not using it at all. So that might be another item that I don't use. I don't quite remember. As you can see, I just go around, and maybe I leave it there and I take, I don't know. I don't remember anymore, but yeah, I really wanted to use like almost everything, but I don't. Also, here I am kind of playing around with color. I think this is the color that I land on, but I end up going with like wallpaper or siding, and this isn't it. I think I used something from the Realm of Magic, maybe. You guys might know what I'm talking about. First I tried to go with purple, and then I was like, well, let's go with red, like a darker red color. And maybe this is, no, that's not it. Where's that wallpaper from? I don't know. This is the wallpaper that I use. It's got like they're almost like flowers or like leaves or something, and I love it. So yeah, super in love with this. And then I was playing around with these lights too, and I liked how they looked right next to the dresser, like up against her mirror. I think that they looked really, really well. So yeah, I just kind of play around with the colors, get some pinks in here and some whites, and I love it against the brick. And then I think I end up adding those curtains that we got with this kit. They're like leaf curtains. I don't know. They don't look really good in like your normal everyday kind of, you know, curtains. But I think I put them in here, and I think that they looked really good. So here I am just going through, and I find this pink chair with this gray, or not gray, with this brown plaid footstool. And like, tell me that doesn't look good. I should be an interior designer. I should be an interior designer. Like, I should do it, you guys. I really should. Like, it just looks so cute. It just, I don't know. I'm in love with this room. I'm probably being like a little bit too conceited, but I don't know. I love this room. So here I am kind of filling up the shelf with these flowers. And yeah, I think I used the one flower pot that we have that has like the piggy swatch. I think I used that in here. I can't remember. Yeah, I just kind of like fill everything in and clutter it up a little bit. I end up putting a rug in here that I sized down. Well, I sized it up and then it was too big, so I had to size it down with the tool mod. And I think it was the rug from, I don't know. I don't even know where it was from anymore, but yeah, so I just clutter everything up, and that's pretty much it for the bedroom. It's just, you know, figuring out where everything's going to go and just adding stuff to the different shelves. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. Like I said, let me know what you guys think about this apartment in the comments down below, because like I said, I'm in love with this apartment. I think it's so pretty. There's the little piggy. Look at the piggy, you guys. Oh my goodness, how freaking cute is that? I am in love. I'm obsessed with it. I'm in love with it. It's probably my favorite like item in this, like, ever. ever. It's my favorite item ever. It's so cute. I was also trying to figure out what I wanted to put on the walls here, but anyways, we are getting close to the end of this video, so please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this apartment. What do you guys think of the new kits? Because I love this new kit, and also we've recently gotten some news that story progression is on its way in The Sims, so tell me again what just tell me what you guys think about story progression, because I am personally really excited about it. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see what they do with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure that you stay for the screenshots in the end. And yeah, with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you later. Bye.